Of course. Of course. Of course. I'm talking as soon as I turn the stream off. As soon as I turn the stream off, it connects. Why does it do this? All right. I was going to quit, but now we're doing it. Look, it's working. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so cool. So I don't know what happened, but I just plugged it back in and it worked. So let's just go through the rest of the directions and be done with it. Because now I'm like, why is this inconsistent? So hopefully you don't see any weird shit when we do the real life stuff. So we connected it, selecting to connect. We've done that. It's connected, and there's a disconnect button there now, so we know that it actually works. Click on the Open File tab and select the firmware from the FW folder. Okay, Open File. I think we're in Downloads here. Boom. That's it. Firmware. There it is. We're turning off the dubstep though. Open file. Click on download button and start uploading the firmware. Where's download button? Download. File download complete. Good to go. Okay, it was successful. If the SD program does not work for some reason, use the old one. Testing the PCB. Holy shit! That was it. It's recommended to test the PCB before finally assemble. Once the CCB is soldered to the buttons of the front plate, it's difficult to remove. Connect all the rotary encoders, both shifters, hall sensors. Everything's connected. Open the pointies. Just stopped. Okay, we got to install this. Weird. Let's download that. Okay. Connect the wheel with the prepared blah, 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 and code cable. Yes, it's prepared. And it works. Very happy about that. Open the software, but take care. Windows properties panel is limited to 32 input. This wheel has 91. Check all the inputs one by one. Test shifter switches. Test. Take care. Windows panel is limited to 32. Check all the inputs one by one. Test shifter switches. You can use a short wire and metal tweezers to check the pad. So I think what we're going to do here is just bridge the connection and see if there's any type of response. I have some cable. So we're going to build a quick bridge so that we can basically connect both sides of these connectors. Let's see. Let's see the software though. Hey Josh, what's going on? Great videos. Thanks. I'm busy trying to do the same wheel. I know, man. I just gave up earlier, but like this thing is weird, man. Like I don't know. I think it had to do with the cable or maybe the hub I'm using. I'm not sure. Test rotaries, make sure they're positioned by mode. Not sure what we're supposed to be looking for. Hat switches. Oh, it's only detecting one hat switch? Oh, that's the funky switch. Let me read the directions. Controller for Xbox. That's not what this is. Oh, my controller's connected. Test the buttons are to be as shown below. Okay. Hopefully you guys don't. Just close this and open it again, just because I think it was looking at my controller. Interesting. Hold on. If everything else worked, it's unlikely. So we may skip this testing because it's not picking up. I don't know why I would skip this, though. I think this is something we should probably focus on. If you have metal tweezers, it'll be easier to do this. You must restart this program after disconnecting and connecting the controller. It does not refresh the device list. Good. Can I shut down? I think I can shut down this firmware update now, right? Because it worked successfully. So maybe we'll disconnect from the device and then relaunch this software. I'm going to do something stupid and unplug it. Oh shit, did you guys see that? Look at this. Some type of progress. Yeah, bitches. So something's working. I can disconnect the ST link also, I believe, yeah? Let me just double check that. Yeah, I think I can disconnect this ST link. So let me unplug this shit and just do just the wheel. I don't need you anymore. Get out of here, kid. You bother me. Thanks for that. Yeah, I definitely need help with this for sure. But I gotta figure out why it's not detecting it says a joystick. Game controllers. Connected. No, it's not detecting this device. There we go. Disconnect ST link. There we go. Okay, so do these work? Let's try again. She's so finicky. Okay, so I opened the software, this turned on, so I think it's seeing something, right? Am I getting excited for no reason? No. One more time. Okay, I have button inputs, and let's see if anyone registers. I mean, it's detecting the inputs, but it's not detecting any of this rotary stuff. I'm not sure if that will even show here or not. Who knows? The good thing is it's detecting something. Yeah, it's not even detecting that stuff. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Do you use a PE spiral cable? Yes, I did. Lucas. Wait. No, I use a Bodner. I'm sorry. I use the Bodner cable. Bodner cable. Okay. I don't know what to do here. So why is the program not responding? Interesting. It looks like it's detecting all the cables are. What DirectX? What does that do? Who won? um, the electronics won. Unfortunately, I just don't know what I'm doing well. And, oh, there we go. Look, it's working. Fuck yeah, let's go. See that, boys? On the screen, a little red. Oh, you don't see that shit. On this screen here, scene 2. If you look at the number 2 input is going. So we're Gucci. It works. Let's go. Whew. That was getting stressful. So I'm closing this out and just claiming success there, even though it may not be successful. Skip over that part. Shifter assembly. We've done all this. We've done it. We've done it. We've done it. Slide the paddle in. This is the easy assembly I was talking about before, guys. It's really simple to do it. So I wouldn't even really stress out about that part. Magnets are in. All this is done, 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 done. Oh shit, is it assembly time? Okay. So I don't have those handles at the glue mine, but everything else I think is done. This is the installation of the quick release, the hub. This is the rotaries that I gotta fix. This one right here is causing me some grief, so we'll fix that one. We'll do that now, actually. Cool. Man, this is almost a bad day. Now it's okay. What the fuck is this music, man? The problem I'm having with this rotary is that the threading is kind of stripped because it's a little too loose. So there we go. It's good. So I think I feel confident enough to say that maybe the cable's chalk. Maybe I have to rebuild the cable, but we'll find out if we have any shorts. But I think the key here is that I don't need this light either. Most of the assembly is done, so let's get back to it. I installed the shifters already. That's good to go. Installed the clutches already. That's good to go. I did this part. That's what I was talking about before. When you look here, this is a little I think maybe the hole is a little bit too big for the threading, but either way, I may have just over tightened it and caused some problems. So be careful when you install these because you don't want to overdo it. We got to install the handles, which I probably will not do today, and then the standoffs. So let's get that part done. I need to run and get some good epoxy. I couldn't find those standoffs that they had linked in the documentation, so I had to order different ones. I think they're 25 millimeters. Yeah, 25 millimeter standoffs, and there's 6 of them. I have a feeling that my USB cable needs to be redone. So, which is fine, even though I thought the second time around I did a good job on them. But not good enough. And this is for our funky switch. Who won? No worries. Cool. So I think all I'm doing here is just tightening this shit up. I think you got to make sure it's really tight here just because it's going to be securing the front of the wheel to the back of the wheel. So we'll tighten that up later. These obviously sit flush in the front. I wouldn't say it's been too difficult. I will say there's been a couple of snags, like the rotaries were a bit of a problem getting the infinite rotation done. And then the USB cable was a pain in the ass just because of the size that you have to deal with, like the shape of the place where you're making your solders. So that was a pain in the ass. Cool. So let's just go one by one through this video or through this doc. I'm not comfortable doing this yet. Maybe I should just trying to think of how I can preserve the front as much as possible without installing the sticker. Let's just follow the directions one by one, okay? Let's just do that. I'm gonna get some alcohol, wipe this off so there's no oil from my hand on there. Make sure these are as tight as I can get them. Let's do that now, and then put the sticker on, which is like the reason why I don't want to put the sticker on because it costs quite a bit of money for that sticker, and I only have one of them, so if I have to take shit off, it's gonna look like ass. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Before I tighten these, I'm gonna Loctite it just so it doesn't fall off. This needs to be solid. What I'm doing is uninstalling the shit I just installed to put Loctite on, just so I don't have to worry about this thing loosening up. If you guys have had a wheel before, like, unfortunately, one of my favorite wheels seems to fall apart all the time. So my Simcore STD24 would always loosen up around the surrounds for the buttons, and ended up super gluing it because it became so frustrating. But I really don't like when little things come loose on my racing wheels. And I want to use this wheel, actually. So let's Loctite it up. Oops, too much. Too much, too much, too much, too much, too much. Way too much again. Okay. Some torque on it, not too much, but just enough to make sure it's tight. Come on. Okay. Alcohol. I've got this 99% alcohol that I like to use to just make sure everything is completely off the surface. And obviously I do this now because of the need to have that 99% with my 3D printer, which is printing a turtle right now, by the way, in case you guys are interested. This is what I find myself doing with my 3D printer now, printing turtles. So I got the AMS unit now, my turtle's being printed. It's pretty interesting actually how it puts this stuff together. So, and this Bamboo software is insane. So good. Anyway, that's turtles. And let's go back to this. So I'm going to put the sticker on the front. I've already wiped it down. Okay, just make sure we're ready to do that. I think that's it. Yep, that's it. So let's get the sticker on. Most nerve-wracking part of the whole thing. Big commitment here. Looks good. Well, if it's off, it's off. Should stick nicely though with that 99% totally clean surface, blah, blah, blah. Fresh stuff. There we go. Still right there. And I think we're done with this part. So mount the M212 push buttons to the front. These are, I think we need 12 of these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. So we go through the back side here, and all of these need to be mounted horizontally like this. All right, like that. Come on, fucker. So they can fit into the slots on the PCB board. So nice. Some progress. Better than nothing, I guess. Today was getting a little worried this morning with the connection issues that we had. I wonder how the stream looks with AV1 AV1's encoder. I'm trying out the new AV1 encoder. Or not the new one. I'm trying out the AV1 encoder for YouTube today versus using the NVENC one before.
$11:30.
It's 11:30, guys. We've been on for roughly an hour and a half, and we've gotten the PCB board firmware updated. We've tested the inputs. We've fast forwarded the clutches and the shifters. We've had some weird connection issues with the USB cable, which I think is maybe chopped. So I'll have to fix that later. Mounted our sticker panel to the front. Installed our spacers for the chassis to hold the front and back together. And now we're installing some buttons, which is what I was looking forward to, because I honestly, guys, I like to solder. And funny enough, man, you guys wouldn't like. It's coincidental, I guess, but I just learned how to do all this soldering stuff for this video, right? Of course, on my street car, my daily driver car, some animal decided it wanted to go live up in my engine wiring harness, so now I have to rebuild half my engine harness, which is fun. Or order a new one for $400. So I figure since I got all the soldering equipment and now I'm a soldering master, I will just recreate the wiring harness that got eaten by some type of rodent. So that's coincidental, but it's also good timing considering the $700 repair I'm going to be doing for like $40. So that's a good time. But good thing I started building this wheel, huh? Because otherwise I would have been paying $700. I wouldn't have any confidence to try and install it or try to repair it myself. So I'm just getting these in general, and then I'll make sure they're all horizontal. And then I think that's when we start to get to soldering again. So I'll grab my soldering iron and get the thing heated up. Get some flux ready to drip all over this thing, and then get closer to final assembly. Okay. Master of the melted metal. Yeah, you got it, yeah. What's up, Pavel? Hey, what's up, Kurz? Yeah, man. I melted some, I don't know, like, it's fucking insane because, like, it said it like 6 times. Don't screw this part up. And I think it said it so many times that you almost have to screw it up. But it's like, it's marked everywhere. Don't mess this up. Don't mess this up. Be careful, be careful, be careful. And then, yikes, that's pretty tight. And then, of course, I botch it. But it is what it is. I'm totally okay with making mistakes, man. I'm totally okay with it. I just gotta make sure all of these are horizontal. That's all I need to do. I may have fucked up that button too. If all goes well, I'll use this wheel tomorrow for Le Mans Ultimate. Try that game out. Actually try to race in lobbies and try to win races and do well. I'm very excited about that one. This is not the right tool to use for this, by the way. Okay, buttons are in. Oh, that looks nice. They feel quite nice. Okay, so cool. Now that that's done, I'm going to disconnect this just for now and see what's next. The pins of the buttons have to be aligned horizontally as shown below. Yeah. Glue, super glue the light guides. This is the part where we glue the light guides to the front of this thing. So the ones I just showed you, I'm going to use them because my printer is working right now. I was going to print a new set, but I'm going to skip that. Grab them. Those are these puppies. So I could have done this before, which is so let me show you this, guys, because this is pretty interesting how this works. Well, not super interesting, but it is what it is. Like you see this little outline right here, this little curved outline that goes down there around the outside. There's LEDs that kind of surface around this thing. So to get the light to not bleed into like other buttons, they have this light guide that sits on top of it. It basically just directs the light to go where you want it to go, so you don't get light bleed. So what we're going to do now is glue these to the board so that they sit flush here, or as flush as possible. And then we won't have any light bleed issues. But I'm using super glue gel. Not sure if that's the right or wrong choice, but it's just what the choice I made. Because I don't want this flapping around and falling off, I'm going to put a ton of super glue on these little edges here. Lots of glue. Okay, that's in position. How many more we got? This one looks like it goes here. They have pegs on them, so you know which side's up and down. And they fit into the board, so it kind of prevents it from sliding around. So that's for there. Let's get this guy done. want these to never come off. Oh, these are the ones I printed myself. So these are reprints. Since I'm using the ones I'm giving away, guys, I'm going to reprint these directly after my turtle's done. Mm. Sweet. No problems here. So let's see where this goes. I think that's that guy right there. Yeah. Hard to see exactly how much you're applying with this dark color. Okay. Damn. Like that. I feel like those things applied really nicely, really quickly. All right, last one. Oh no, that's on the backside. Who cares? May have overcooked that one. Okay. Hopefully this dries quickly. Let's make sure there's no spacing in place. That one seems to already be done, but we'll leave it alone for a couple minutes. Same with this one. Cool. So there's the, I think this is the extent of what we're going to do to this PCB board, but we're going to let it dry for a little bit and harden up. I think the cure time is like 5 minutes on this stuff. So let's keep that here and see what's next. Cover my super glue so I don't have that problem again. Sweet. That's really clever. Yeah, it is really clever actually. I think that's that was the one thing I was like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder if everyone else does this. I haven't opened up any other wheels to see if anyone else does it, but yeah, it's pretty nice that they do that to make sure there's no light bleed. Let's see what's next. Oh shit. So back on the front plate, which is cool. So we'll put this to the side for now. Come back here. On the front plate, we need to install. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna be. Should I do that now or should I wait? Let's see. Secure the front plate as shown below. What? Hold on. So help me understand this. Let's let it dry, but I'm wondering, when we put the buttons in, mount the buttons. The pins of the buttons have to be aligned horizontally. I'm reading this document. The pins of the button have to be aligned horizontally. We've done that. And I think we're pretty certain that... Bad idea, Greg. I'm wondering why it doesn't specifically mention to solder the... It doesn't explicitly say to to solder the buttons in place at any particular time. Let me just check something else real quick. I still need to cut that down. I know about that. That's fine. But it seems to be... I think it's sitting flush, as flush as it can. There's these... Okay, I think that's what the problem is. You just gotta get these little holes aligned. There we go. I think we should go for it, actually, but we'll see. But this seems to be poking up a little bit for some reason. Oh, there we go. All these pins right here, guys, I think this is... I'm having a little alignment issue, but like, you see these pins right here? That's all like the back of the board type of stuff. Oh, come on. So that's like, they sit into these holes right here. So I'm just I'm noticing that it's not fitting in there perfectly. So I'm wondering what's causing that. So we'll have to figure that out at some point. Okay, the glued components are indeed fixed. So let's skip back down. Did that, did that, did that, did this, did this, did this, that, third, that's done, that's done. Otherwise, I won't fit into the holes of the PCB. Okay, cool. Understand that. They're all aligned, right? They're all horizontal. This one's a little ugly, but yeah, they all seem to be horizontal. You guys can see that. All right, so now I need to mount the, let's just follow the directions exactly, and if we need to back up, we'll back up. So I'm right here, boys. We're going to be doing this part. So we got to get these 4 or 5 rotaries fixed to the board, which means this board is not going to be permanently part of this. Which is okay. Something over here keeps pushing up. I'm wondering if it's all good. Okay. How will I do this? Why are you sticking up though? That's the real question. Maybe, oh, okay, I think I see the problem. One of these buttons doesn't like the way it's lined up, but we'll fix that. So before any of that, I need to go back to the rotary box and get the I believe there are these. Oh no, I got glue on the fucking sticker. Let's get that off. No, it's ruined. All right, there's, if you guys can see that, there's glue permanently there. Fucking hell. That's going to make me really upset. I'm going to have to look at that glue spot and remember this whole disaster. This may be a huge mistake, but I really do not want to see that super glue right there. Worst case scenario is we'll have to order a new sticker and rebuild. But at this point, right, it's going to be difficult because the glues will be soldered to the board. And the glues are on top of the fuck. All right. It is what it is. We may have an ugly ass wheel, boys. Unless this works. No, most of the glue's gone actually. Just sitting right there on that floor. Hopefully it'll be. Yeah, we'll see. I think it will be because it's actually on the number 4. But the WD-40 thing worked out. Let's let it sit for a couple more seconds. That sucked. Like replacing the sticker is not going to be an easy thing. It's going to be almost a rebuild. So let's just. Nope. Still visible. Barely though. I think if I grind at it more with the WD, we should be okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. We can do that later on. Let's get this secured. That really sucks. I wish like putting the sticker on was like the absolute last thing, because now I have to even tighten this up with this puppy here. I don't want to scratch shit. That will be covered by the. Okay, here we go. This is the this is like the most complete this wheel has ever been. So and that's popped in and you're popped in. So the PCB board is mounted to the front. Buttons are installed. They seem to work. Rotaries installed. They're going to be sitting high off the wheel for now, but that's okay. And there we go. Cool. So the next part is going to be solder time, I believe. It's not specifically mentioned in this. Secure the front plate with kind of screws should be fixed directly. Screws should be screwed directly into the plastic as self-tapping screws. What? Wait, do we not? Why doesn't it mention to solder the buttons in? Later, Curves. Appreciate you hanging out. This doesn't say specifically. I know I need to, but I don't want to screw this up, because if I do this, it's going to break everything. But I'm pretty certain that I need to solder the board to. I'm doing it anyway, and if that's the end of this steering wheel, then that's the end. But I'm pretty sure I need to solder this thing. Like, there's no way you don't solder this. They're not touching anything, and I wouldn't trust it just sitting there. So I'm pretty like, you got to solder that. The real question is like, once I solder this, it's basically over.
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock.
Whatever. Okay. Yes, sir. So I actually love using this soldering iron. I don't know why. It's just to me, it's a good time. So I'm like enthusiastic to use it. Things. I think if anyone has any objections to what I'm about to do, speak now or forever hold your peace. But if anyone's watching, it doesn't specifically say to do this in the instructions, but I'm going to do it anyway. I mean, it's a no brainer. The board is not connected. Nothing happens after that. It's full assembly after that. So, oh, the position limiter washers have to be removed. They are removed. Make sure all the button pins are fitting into the holes of the PCB. Make sure the PCB is test fit before soldering. That's true. Desoldering is probably the worst thing to do. All right, let's get it. Let's start with this guy up here. This little guy right here. I don't know, like if this is going to be a lot of solder that's coming out or what, but I think its holes are quite big. But this is my favorite part. Let's zoom. Can you zoom? I had enough of this. Let's try that instead. Alrighty. How this loosen up? Seems like a lot of solder. Seems like a lot of solder. All right. It feels like this is a excessive amount of solder for these holes, but I get it. Like because the the pins may not be in the exact same spot every time. You got to have a big hole, but shit, this is a lot of solder. It's not good. Okay. I was expecting it to like kind of drip all the way through, but it's okay. Like this is how the solder came out, guys. I didn't wipe it yet, obviously, but as you can see, these holes are quite big. So I was worrying about it. I was worried about this basically just too much solder dripping through, but I think we're okay. So let's do the other side, and that's all the soldering we got today. Soldering is the most fun part of this whole thing, actually. All right. Home stretch. We're in the home stretch, gentlemen. In all reality, this build should take about 4 hours if you know what you're doing. It's taken me probably about 10 as a first timer. And we're still not done, but for anyone that's used to this type of work or has done like board soldering or made your own custom shit, probably a couple hours it'll take you to build this wheel. And I'm certain that my next wheel will only take me probably 4 to 5 hours to do. But that didn't come out that great, did it? What was that about? Okay. These are all flooded. Oh, that's not done nicely. It's a big hole right here. Very nice. Yeah, I think we're Gucci for the most part. This one seems to have a little hole in it too. Okay. Board is fully soldered. Need to wipe this thing off a little bit. From what I can see, it looks like it's okay. So there we go. Fully soldered. Got a nice little shit stain right there that we got to get rid of somehow. But that's good. So what's the next step here? Okay, that's done. Secure the front plate to count to. Okay, full assembly now. Why would it tell you to do that without specifically telling you to connect the shit? All right, let's connect everything. USB. Start with that. Actually, we'll finish with that. This is the top encoder. So these are encoder. Which number is this? So I'm going to give it this one. Now you're a single mom. Now you're a single mom. Now you're a single mom. Yeah. Let's get these encoders plugged in. This is what that is. I think something different. That's a shifter. And that is the rotary. So here's encoder 2. I think the next time I build one of these wheels, it'll probably be a 1-day stream, and I'll make sure I have all the necessary equipment ready. Like the one thing that really held us up was waiting for the what held us up was waiting for the where's the other one? Waiting for the magnets for 2 months, which was wild. Didn't think that would take that long. And then not being able to find those magnets in the US was really annoying. So just by coincidence, I found another set of. It was sheer coincidence that I found another set of magnets, but I ordered them and they're still not here, and that was 3 weeks ago. So yeah, finding those magnets are a pain in the ass, especially in those sizes. This is going to be the clutch. This is going to be the clutch. And this is going to be shifter. Where the fuck are the shifters? Right here. This is going to be the other shifter. Sweet. Let's get these things tucked in. Did you hear that snap? That is a snap of a complete wheel, my friends. This rotary sucks, man. It doesn't feel good. Complete wheel. Just about. No handles. Let's get this thing firmly attached. It's unfortunate I can't solder anymore, though. All right, what? This is M3 16 millimeters. M3 16 millimeters. I believe this is it. I have this handy dandy tool. It's the first thing I printed on my new printer. And this is 16. Perfect. So that's for up here. And up here. Okay. Okay. This is good. I'm happy with this. Test before closing. Yeah, I tested it before. You think I should test it again? Okay, I'll test it again. Nice job, One Punch. Yeah. Good call out. I tested it before, but like, yeah, I didn't test it after. Let's see if we can run a quick test. Doesn't like this USB port. Let's go, baby. Can you guys see that? No, you can't see that. Hype. So thank you for calling that out and did another test, but here it is. Boom. Buttons work. Rotaries work. Does the shifter work? Shifters work. Clutches work. Let's go. This is exciting. Because I was about to throw this motherfucker out the window today. This is nice. So yeah, it works. Kind of works so far. Let's get it tightened up though. I am a single mom. I'm a single mom. One Punch Man. Test before. So yeah, I mean you have to solder the buttons to physically make contact. Yeah, of course you have to solder the buttons. I don't know what, like, I just didn't see it explicitly say that, and I'm so sensitive right now. I don't want to do anything without it being explicitly called out. So yeah, there's no way you can have an electrical connector without it actually touching metal. It's good enough. I don't want to strip anything again. Actually, I need to put on some stream-free music. Otherwise, I'm going to get in trouble. I got to find a better music selection for this thing. Where'd that go? I don't know if this is just spinning in place or not. This is why I don't like 3D printed shit. I would much prefer to pay for an aluminum housing that has threading versus like this, because you can only open this thing up a couple times. Fuck hell. This one's not going in that nicely. The first one was okay. This one's kind of a dickhead. That's annoying. That was a very annoying part of this. So yeah, again, this is why like if you have the opportunity to get this made out of aluminum and you can put threading in this thing instead of using like screwing into plastic, because you guys like you know how it goes. Like you only get a few attempts at this. That's as tight as it's getting. Um, Shifters feel really nice. They're a little shorter than I expected, but like the clutches are very firm, which is good. Okay, that's that. What's next? Mount the 5 rotary knobs as shown below. Cool. This is gonna, so I'm gonna trim this down later. They're gonna stick up quite a bit. Maybe not too much. I can trim them down like 3 millimeters probably. And I got these very high quality encoder covers, encoder knobs from Pokornyi Engineering, and they're worth every penny. Their quality is so good. I 3D printed these myself also, and they didn't come out anywhere near as nice as this. There we go. It's coming together, baby. 3mm by 5. Boom. Wait, I think I can play regular music on YouTube. I'll find out before tomorrow. I just gotta share the money. These are threaded too, by the way, so lovely. Don't have to worry about stripping 3D printed stuff out. And like I said, I need to trim these knobs down a little bit. We'll do that in another time. I don't feel like bringing my Dremel out or causing that much of a mess. Okay, and then I think the big one needs a big, no, same size. everlasting hole. There we go. Cool. So knobs are on. Boom. They do quite nice. Feel good. Nice and snappy. Positions are generally okay. I think I may have messed one up. Yeah, this one needs to move over a little bit. Just lining up so the numbers look right. Oh, shit. You know what? Yeah, you're right, brother. It did cover it up. So I don't see it. No, I still see it. Still see it. So boom. Encoder covers are on. Boom. Rotary works. These, I hate this one right here. It just feels tighter than the rest, so I'm going to replace that at some point, perhaps. Good news is that's not attached to the PCB. And then this little tyke. This little fella. Funky switch time. That's the right one. That's too big. Okay. The funky switch has a much smaller screw, so I need to find a different tool for this. Wait. That's not right.
12:30.
I'm 2.5 by 3. This is 3 millimeters. How deep am I supposed to get this fucker in here? Oh, that's why. So for the funky switch, I made a mistake trying to mount it. There's a flat spot on this connector that you gotta use, otherwise the bottom sticks out too much. There's a flat spot right there. So I think I was screwing into the fat part. Let's see if this works. No good. Not the prettiest. There's a little bit of overhang from that little screw. Hey, come back with the screw. That will fix up. We'll order a smaller one, maybe. We'll just care as it works. Cool. So this is basically done. Rotaries are solid. That needs to be adjusted. Yeah, never mind. We're not solid on shit yet. We have to. Yeah, it doesn't have the obvious thing to secure it with the back piece, so we'll do that, and then I think that's it. Let's take the shitty USB off. All right, I can't do any more dubstep, but I love dubstep. All right, these are the fat ones. These puppies right here. They screw into the standoffs. What? What's wrong with you, brother? Yeah. Some of these are going in nicely, some are not going in so nicely. I don't know if that's to blame on the standoff screw itself or if it's the screw from AliExpress. Nice and tight. This is metal to metal and just squishing some carbon fiber between it, so it's all good. This one's going to be a dick pain. Okay, solid. What is it? Oh shit! I didn't tighten these. This goddamn this fucking. Oh shit! This feels good actually. Nice and solid. So this wheel, let me see what else is left. I don't know. I think we're basically done now for that. Or I forget. SimHub. We need to go into SimHub. Do I have SimHub installed on this computer? It's the real question. What did you pay for all that? So I think in general, in total, I bought a bunch of extra shit. So I think the total, like, if I was gonna itemize every single item, is probably like around $300. What am I looking for? SimHub? Download SimHub now. Download. And there's a file in this folder for SimHub. There's the LED profile that we're going to look at. You guys don't need to see this. That's what you want to see. This should always be up. Why is that not up? Meanwhile, I'll start putting some of this shit away. My turtle's coming out nice. Okay. Let's check on the turtle. Turtle's coming out very nice. Let's see how much time's left, actually. Another hour and 57 minutes. Yeah, shit, we almost gave up today, man. I'm happy now because shit works. Or kind of works. So far works. That needs to be adjusted. And I'm certain that things will probably fall apart at some point or come loose. So we'll just prepare for that mentally. I'm not expecting this to be perfect. Not expecting perfection. I just want it to work right and see if we can do it. Damn, this is a nice looking wheel. And the last thing that we're going to do, we're not doing that today either, like I say, because I don't have epoxy here and I forgot to get it. We're going to epoxy the handles to the wheel and do that. I don't even think I need to shrink the, so this is what I was talking about. Look, you can't see it well. Like there's a little bit of distance right there between the bottom of the cover and the plate, but it's only like 3 mils. So we can trim that down at any time. Let's let the install. Learned a lot though. I can tell you that this is probably a good wheel to practice a build on if you're going to build like the RSR wheel or the 963 wheel, because you learn all like the little nuisance shit that you're going to run into. This is a really nice looking wheel. So the next wheel I'll build, I'll smash that shit out in no time. Some drivers installing. I'm not sure what it is. Okay, on SimHub. Yeah. This is not the easiest thing to get on. Okay. Which port worked? I can't remember which USB port worked. Oh, it clearly wasn't that port. Okay. Where'd you click, brother? RGB leads, Arduino, custom LED profiles can be imported as shown below. Interesting. Wait, can't I just... So, interesting. Devices. Weird. I think it's not picking up this USB port here because it was just working, boys. You saw it. This isn't a fluke. Brother. Brother, what is this? Whoa, shite. What is happening here, boys? There's got to be some bad connection in here, and it's probably this cable right here. I'm almost attempted to make another cable. There it is. So that worked. Let's see. Off, on. It's got to be this cable. It's got to be fucked up. Why did that just close? Okay. Something's working. Profile is working. You guys can probably see that. Oh, now it's not. Sweet. Yeah, I think I have a short somewhere in this cable. Go have a look. Weird, man. Very weird. So yeah, I'm almost certain that there is some type of USB connection issue. It's very interesting. You guys see that, right? It's kind of wigging out every now and then. Oh, you guys can't even see this shit. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Desk, desk. Maybe it's too much light here. All right. Here's what I'm talking about. So when I plug it in, I get the hey, this is an awesome wheel. Let's play with it, and everything seems to work fine. Very strange. I think we have a. I think it's the USB cable, which is the hardest part of this whole thing, is making a proper USB cable. No serial ports found. I wonder if this hub is just terrible. See, look at that. See, it starts up okay. It starts up fine. I even had some, yeah. This is a US, this is an issue with the connector, look. So I think this is a Greg fail on the USB side. Okay, what's happening? There you go. So look, I got the, look at this. Wheels working now for a second. Okay, so there's a short somewhere. It's got to be in the cable, but outside of that, let's see if everything else works. Open test data editor. Let's just delete this altogether. Boom, boom, boom. Effects groups. Let's add a new effect. RPMs. Add. Let's turn that off. Oh shit! Look at this. Look at the level of LED you can control. So you guys can probably see that right here. Only the bottom's on because it was light guides. But if I wanted to create a custom effect for only the wiper, the wiper text maybe, and then look, 1, 2, 3. I can add each individual. That's insane. I'm up here on, come on, stay connected. There you go. Look at this one. 1, 2, 3. So 64 for all of the front, it looks like. That's pretty impressive. And I can do on off delay, make it much faster. Okay. Fair enough. So something's wrong with something, but let's try it out. I guess fuck it. We might as well put on the, let's see if, we don't have handles, but let's see how it responds on the actual place I'm going to use it. So let me turn this rig on and then we'll switch over to that thing, that beast of a thing. And hopefully things will work, but I don't think they're going to because I think the cable's busted. So I'm probably going to create a new cable, but with this right here, which is the extra cable. But let's see. Let's see if it works. The moment of truth, meowing. Ugh, I don't even have a camera set up over there. I have to do that shit too. So, okay. Let me see if that scene works. It should work. I'm gonna fire up iRacing and just yes. The new sim racing studio is out, so now there's motion for Le Mans Ultimate, which is excellent. iRacing UI, boom. And let's go over to that computer. I won't. My face won't be there. God damn it! I'll take that back. iRacing's updating. Should I build a new USB cable on that Hyper build for me next week? Oh, let's go. That's the Hyper R is the replica of the Ferrari wheel or the 963 wheel. I can't remember. I'm gonna start up. Let's do Ferrari fixed. Why not? Ooh, it's like Okayama. I don't even know that track. Let's do Ferrari fixed. Why is everything wide? There's no practice sessions. Here we go. Register. I have no promises, guys. I don't know what's going on with that cable. I have to double check that again. But since it better be on the backside, I could tell you that because we soldered the buttons to the board. Okay, iRacing should be coming up. Let me just switch over to there. And we'll finish over there. I'm not coming back to the desk, so I'm gonna move some cameras around just so I can get a picture of a view of the steering wheel. So give me a few moments and I'll get set up over there. Okay. She is. Okay. This is it's installed. I gotta just plug it in. But I figured since I'm here and I have this camera in my hand, I should show you my cockpit. So I use the Stream Deck Plus over here to manage my sound. I got the Precision Sim PSP box, little race timer, SimCorp dash. It's looking crispy with this setup, isn't it? Yeah, it looks great. Probably hear me twice. I just shut that off, so just want to give you guys some views of this thing. Boom. And then I think I showed you before I'm on the traction loss motion system. So that's a good time. So let me get this cam set up. This part's not going to take that long because I'm running on battery power. Can you guys hear me? Can you? Yeah, you can hear me. All right, let's plug it in and see what happens on the main rig. Yeah, should I? Yeah, here we go. Okay. Dude, my preparation level for today is low. Get it plugged in, and hopefully this USB is okay with it. This is a much better hub I'm using over here. I'm stuck to wireless wheels, man. Oh, sick. Everything is difficult. I'll be back. All I want to do is plug my wheel in. Well, I didn't see if anything happened when I plugged it in, but it is plugged in. So, yeah. Unfortunately, there's no grips or anything. Options. Are you turned on? There you go. It was I don't need this shit. Let's see how the clutches work though. Maybe you guys can't see my screen. 1 second, let me fix this. Need to enter my IP address information. That's not it either. What? Did my IP address change somehow? So, yeah. So let's see. That should switch the scene. Here we go. So brake is no. This is the brake. Fully, and then are you picking? Oh shit! It's picking up the clutches without anything. Nice. Fully release it. We didn't even do the calibration yet, but like there, look at that. So that shows that's insane. Actually, that makes me happy. So the wheel's working somehow. These inputs are working. We could set up a secondary clutch, but I got to figure out how to tune that. Let's get our shifting under control. Look left. Gearbox, upshift, downshift. No, done. Let's go brake balance right here. So, yep, that works. Ooh, this rotary is very firm. And now we're into Ferrari. The Ferrari. I gotta turn the feedback very much down, otherwise my hand's gonna be severed on stream. So let's turn force feedback like real low. Alrighty then. Are we getting any audio from the game? How about that? Is there any audio? Nope, there's not. Sorry guys, I've abandoned iRacing a while ago, and it's sound device, relink game, playback, what makes aux. Oh, Jesus Christ, Greg. The only person that's not hearing audio is me. Okay. Nice. All right, so I'm obviously not gonna. No, what we want to do before that. So we know that the USB cable works. It's not glitching. Let's get to SimHub and load that profile. Shite. Network. Okay, I gotta re-download this file, this LED file. So let me move that. Okay, home stretch, boys. I just need to download this file from Google Drive and then we should be Gucci. We'll see in a second. Download, boom. Okay. So devices, Arduino, my hardware. No, no device is configured. That is why changes. All right, single Arduino, managers. Port profile, downloads. Okay. So this is the strange thing. So it's detecting. Is it detecting the wheel though? Single Arduino. Unusable port for. Well, okay, fair enough. Actually, let's do this. Scan all serial ports. Okay, we just saw the LEDs light up. You guys should have seen that. Okay, so when I restart the power, I get a startup LED animation. Let me get out of the way there. Okay, so something's on. What's happening here? Sim hub. Close that out. Sim hub's freezing on me. It's glitchy. It's gonna kill it and come back here. Kill sim hub and task. Let's try again. Let's try again. You know. Okay, so now it has this profile set up. Let me just remove these effects. Add my own like we did before. Green flag on, add. Green flag 1 to 64, I think it was. Looking. What was I doing? No. 60. Okay. Very strange here. So I know it's connected because I'm getting inputs to drive it with. Oh. Buttons work. You guys know what that sound is. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the LEDs here. So for some reason, it's not detecting this wheel as connected or something like that. Let me look. Scan only selected ports. What? Okay, so that's fine. I'm not gonna scan that port. Scan all of them. You know what's weird? When I just did that, just unplug it and plug it back in. And I keep getting a misaligned dashboards as a result of some of this shit. Let's take the editor. That was a green flag we had on, right? Green flag. Nothing's happening. So why? Why is nothing happening? Well, it's because it doesn't understand what hardware I'm using. And is that because of my USB cable or what? Something's off. I might have to send some emails. Something's off. I don't understand why it would detect the wheel, allow me to control things like shifter, buttons, look left, look right. And then when it comes down to the LEDs, like they don't seem to be and then SimHub's crashing. What's happening here? Oh, it's because of the scan. So let's. Okay. I don't know what to do here, guys. I need to probably play around a little bit. Let me just unplug it and plug it back in. You know how painful that process was? LEDs flashed. Life is good. Did SimHub pick something up? Nope. SimHub's crashed. Again. SimHub is dying on me. And for some reason, I can't switch my scene. I had to kill the task for SimHub because it's not working. It kept dying and freezing. At this point, though, it's 1:30 and I'm stopping in about 8 minutes. So I don't like. Great, congratulations, we got something kind of working, but port is unplugged. Let's look at something. USB tree view, perhaps. Port. Being detected. Yeah, I should be having blinking. So I gotta find out what is the reason why everyone else realizes I have, well, this update first and foremost. Why everyone else can see that I have this wheel connected, but iRacing can, everything else can except for demanded current 100 milliamps. I don't know, boys. I think that's. I think I'm chalked. Actually, I know we know the wheel works. We know like we know that the USB is pulling in the like the inputs from the wheel. It's just getting SimHub to recognize the wheel. I think is really where my problem is. So I'm gonna close out SimHub, install a new version, and see if there was some weird shit that was happening just in general, which I don't think there was. And then after that, I'm gonna give up for the day. But I think we've gotten a tremendous amount of progress done. If you guys want to see, we basically have a full wheel without the grips, which I'll glue later. Um, and we have a wonky connection going on with the USB, but outside of that, everything else is pretty nice. These rotaries here are real nice. You can hit them with your finger like that. So, or to maybe I need to exit the sim. Let's get out of here. Oh, now my Pro Switch panel's not working. Great. I think I just need to reboot. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to reboot, and you guys just bear with me for 1 second. Hello? Yeah, okay, I'm back. Yeah, we'll see. This is the last attempt for today, though. Do you still work? Yes, you do. Sure. Um, great. So let's get back into SimHub, Arduino, my hardware. Oh, there it is. It's showing up now. Fuck yeah, let's go. Let's do a test of this. Yes, baby. Look at this. I should turn that light off and make it look sexy. I'll be right back. What's up? Okay, so let's see how it works in game. We'll just wait for a green flag. Actually, let's set up a pit limiter effect. On limiter on. Boom. Red. Blink it. Super short delay. Let's do 100. Have a heart attack. Let's do 50. Let's do 100. Okay, pit limiter. We're gonna make green. And let's add one for red line. Add, and then we'll make red line as reached. We'll do the same, just the whole wheel will flash. 164. And we'll make red line pink. And that's all we need for a quick test. And then we're Gucci. Wow. I didn't think we would get this far today. But the only thing I need to do is glue some handles on and then make sure it's reliable, which means I need to double check that cable again. So let's just jump back in, do a couple laps, and then see if we can get some effects to show off. Hopefully I don't sever my arm today because I don't have the grips on. I don't know where the fuck the other one went. But maybe we'll do a quick picture and then that's it. So it's pretty exciting stuff, I guess. I need to stop that test data editor. Cool. Do you still work? That's the real question. I didn't set up a pit. I didn't set up a pit button yet. Controls, pit limiter. Usually I use that one. Headlight flash, usually that. And let's see if the funky switch works. Yes. I do have a little bit of like I gotta be honest, it does feel good knowing that like I did that. Someone else actually did it, but like I did it. All right, let's get the game audio pop in. Okie dokie, I think I just need to set the audio again. I don't know why it keeps breaking. Probably the same reason why it's not direct sound with the game. Two. I need to hear it more. Cool. Yes, pit limiter works. This is probably a better view for this. I don't know this track, guys, so don't judge my driving. Oh. red line came on later than my dashboard, so I was like, oh shit, is the red line feature not working? Oh god, we almost had a severed hand. Yeah, it works. It works. It works. Hooray, hooray, it works. But it's not done. It's almost done. Not done. I think I need to change the effect for the blinking. We're going to set this to 100 also. I want the wheel to blink a little bit more and more. Let's do white. Let's do that. Yeah, clutch works nicely. The RPM on this car is just deceivingly high. You wouldn't expect a turbo V8 to have like a rail line this high. Got carried away. Hey, every time. I don't care. I forgot I don't care. So yeah, it works, which is cool, and I'm happy about that. So at that point, I think this is where we're gonna shut it down. Like, we've proven that we can build the wheel, we can get it partially working at some point. I don't know what's going on with that initial USB shit, but USB is weird in general in the first place. So like, anyway, I think I'm just trying to think of like what the right sentiment is. I'm not going to review shit because I just touched it for the first time just now, but like, I'm going to finish this wheel off offline. No more stream shit on the wheel stuff. Put the handles on. Hope to figure out this USB thing. I'm pretty sure that the cable may have a glitch in it, or it's just weird for the first time. But it seems to be working perfectly. All the effects work nicely, and it makes me happy. So like, I do feel a sense of pride over doing it and finishing it and just getting it working and actually using it in the same thing that I do every day. It's just, can we use it reliably? And I think that's where we're going to need to figure out. I'm worried about the handles falling off after epoxying them, so let's see how long that lasts. And then everything else seems to be solid, but like that whole connection issue that we dealt with all day has been strange. So I may just rebuild another USB cable just to be done with it. But at that point, I'm happy. So like, quality wise, this thing is very nice. Like, here's the McLaren wheel I paid $900 for a couple months ago, right? Or a couple years ago. Basically similar quality levels. So you got McLaren wheel that's just basically same thing. And then you got this Pokornyi engineering wheel. So I love it, and you guys can see how good the LED effect is working with these that surround thing. So great design, man. Everything is great about this wheel. It's just, I need to get it working reliably. So I'm going to do that offline. But thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys hanging with me all day. It's been cool having you guys around. A little bit weird today, but It is what it is. So next time we jump online, I'm probably gonna try and get this finished today, so I can use it tomorrow for Le Mans Ultimate. But I may just put a final review video out there. But thank you guys for hanging out. As far as the giveaway goes, like I said before I had a video this morning that I shut down because I was having issues. I want to give away a bunch of parts for this. Watch the end of the last video that I canceled. All you need to do is basically show me your receipt for your Pokornyi Engineering GT wheel. And you have to have been in the chat for all 3 days. And then if you were in the chat for all 3 days and you submit your shit, then I'll get you a bunch of free stuff. So maybe I'll do a quick announcement on that, or like a short video or something like that. But yeah, so we're done. So thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful Saturday, and thank you guys for helping me out with this wheel. It's been quite an experience. See you guys later. All right, boys.